How's everyone doing today? So today we're talking about demons, all about demons today. And I'm super excited to talk about this topic because every single person on earth has had an encounter with a demon, whether you realize it or not. Sometimes it can be direct encounters in real life where, it's sleep paralysis, you see a shadow in the corner, or you might feel a dark presence in a room with you in the middle of the night, or in your dreams, you get attacked by a demon, possibly a succubus, incubus, try to, sleep with you, or maybe something's chasing your dream, causing you a lot of stress. That's a demon. So the way I like to describe the spirit realm and how it affects the physical realm is sort of like the wind affects the waves. So the wind is an unseen force that creates waves on the water, is how the spirit realm affects the physical realm. Because the spirit realm you cannot see, and in the physical realm you can see as above, so below, right? And so when it comes to demons, demonic possession, society has been programmed to believe that demonic possession entails, vomiting blood, walking down the stairs doing a crab walk like the movie The Exorcist. And that does happen, it does, but that's very rare. Maybe that's 1% of 1% of demonic possessions. What's a lot more common, that everyone has demons. Every single person on earth has demons that are constantly tormenting them, tempting them to sin, do all sorts of stuff. That saying that people say everyone has demons that they're battling. That's not allegorical. That's a fact. So what we have to do to defend ourselves, we have to educate ourselves. How these spiritual beings interact with us, and what are the weapons that Satan uses when he sends his demons to do bad things and to make our lives miserable. So what are demons? Demons are malevolent spiritual beings, meaning that essentially they're the opposite of angels. They're out here in this realm to torment us, to hurt us, to basically make our lives miserable. And what are the origins of demons? In Christianity, demons are fallen angels. They're angels that used to be in heaven, and then they came down to this realm and became monstrous beings. And according to Islam, demons are known as jinns. They are people that are made of smokeless fire. And alright, so you might be asking, what do demons do? Okay, so demons have been around a lot longer than we have. They've been studying humans since humans existed, thousands of years. Okay, so they know exactly what we like, what we don't like, and I'm talking about personally. You have been studied by demons your entire life. They know you better than you know yourself. So they do this because they tempt you to sin. They tempt people to sin. They tempt people to abandon God. They turn people to pagans, idol worshiping. So when people start worshiping, spirits, these demons, like witches, they give these people powers. Witches have powers because they work closely with demons. Yeah, they torment people. This is huge. They torment, okay, so execute mental illness on people, physical illness. They can get you physically sick, like an unexplainable headache, maybe you have a backache, maybe even cancer sometimes in extreme cases. Accidents, so car accidents, maybe trip and fall, you hurt yourself, you slip, all that stuff. They cause people to argue. They implant thoughts into your subconscious, bad thoughts about another person. All of a sudden, that manifests into you arguing, possibly getting into a really bad situation. They create jealousy amongst people, envy, fear. They make you scared, put you in that low vibrational state where you can get attacked very easy. They put doubts into your subconscious, so you start to think that you're not good enough for anything. They lure people to addictions. Guys, this is huge. When you're addicted to something, you're a slave to that addiction, right? So, the most common ones being sex, porn, alcohol, drugs. It's because of demons. You know, they whisper, oh, that one drink's gonna be fine. Oh, that girl's my neighbor's wife. She's kind of cute. My neighbor's girlfriend. She's kind of cute. You know, maybe I'll just talk to her a little bit, flirt. You know, those are from demons. They want you to sin, do bad stuff, and damn you to hell. Yeah, they bring about bad luck. That kind of coincides with accidents and divination. So, Ouija board, tarot cards, fortune telling, mediumship. People that talk to dead people. They're not talking to dead people. They're talking to demons. And when you're doing these things like tarot cards, you're opening portals for demonic attack. Like me personally, I've known multiple people that used to mess around with tarot cards. Now they're mentally ill, schizophrenic. So yeah, no bueno. So you might be asking, Carlos, what do demons look like? Well, surprise, surprise, they're invisible. You can't see them. So they spend all their time actually studying us, studying humans, looking for our weaknesses, and they're looking for two types of people. They're looking for the spiritually weak, low vibrational, very easy victims for them, tempt them to sin, do whatever. And then they're looking to study the righteous, number two, the righteous, people that are godly people, to look for weaknesses so they can also lure them away from God. What's their true form? What do demons actually look like? So, in the spiritual realm, they look like, they have horns, like rams. They have bat wings. They have tails with a point. They have fangs. They have claws. Okay? All that stuff. Kind of like the stereotypical demons that you see like in the cartoons and the movies. They didn't make that up. That's actually what they look like. Yeah, they're also diverse. So the majority of them look like that. That's like the typical average demon, but some of them are massive. Like the Wendigo of North American plains is, I think, 12 to 15 feet. Has antlers, has the head of a skull of like a moose or something. Apparently it roams around and kills and destroys any victims that it finds. It's very, very gruesome. Native American demon. The phoenix, huge bird made out of fire. This is a bird from hell, people. This isn't something that you should like. This is a demon. Some are tiny, ranging anywhere from a few inches to a few feet. Common ones are imps. Imps look like kind of like little monkeys. They got bat wings. They got claws. Not very intelligent. Fairies are demons. People, fairies are actually something to not mess around with. Leprechauns, little tiny human demons from Ireland. Yeah, those are demons. Some of them look like humans, me and you. They can take the form of humans. Succubus, incubus, they'll take on the form of an attractive man or woman, depending on what you like, and they'll have sex with you. They'll sleep with you. And it'll feel real. That's the thing. It'll feel better than, some of the people you slept with in the past. Because, again, they've been around thousands of years. They know what they're doing. And, yeah, no bueno. They're trying to steal your soul. Trying to implant also thoughts of lust. You'll know that you encountered a succubus, incubus, because obviously you'll sleep with them in your dream. But the morning after, you're going to feel tired. You're just gonna have maybe like a headache. You're gonna have maybe like bad luck. People are gonna, be mad at you for no reason. Yeah, you were spiritually attacked. Yeah, they can also appear in the physical realm as well. Typically, they'll appear as animals or humans. So when they appear as animals, they'll appear as cats, dogs, snakes. It's one of their favorites. Scorpions. One thing but a commonality when they're animals is they'll typically be a black animal, like a black cat, black dogs. That's why black cats are a sign of bad luck, because some of them are actually demons in disguise. When they appear as humans in the physical form, they look like me and you. You can't differentiate. The only thing that they cannot hide is their tail. They'll typically have a tail that they're tucking in or whatever, and they'll have hooved feet. All right, so how do demons interact with us? Okay, so what they do is, according to the Quran, they whisper in our ears, meaning that they will implant thoughts into our subconscious mind. What are these thoughts, you might be asking? These thoughts are thoughts of sinning, doing bad stuff, fear, thoughts of fear, anxiety, stress, envy, jealousy, pride, self-doubt. So basically any sort of negative thoughts that you have, they're not your thoughts. You're not coming up with these thoughts. Why would you doubt yourself? Why would you be scared? Why would you be jealous of someone? That's not in our nature. Our nature is light, is love, compassion. This is demonic influence, people. Right? He's trying to misguide us. These demons are trying to take us away from God, keep us from fulfilling our potential on earth. They can also physically abuse us. Okay? Some demons, particularly the powerful ones, can actually physically assault us. This will typically happen while we sleep. What they do is they can bite you, they can scratch you, they can slap you, they can also lie on top of you and or choke you. A telltale sign that you've been assaulted by a demon is that you wake up with bruises, unexplainable bruises, or unexplainable scratches. Or you might just wake up not being able to breathe. Yeah, you're being assaulted by a demon. No bueno. So, how else do they interact with us? Well, they can have sex with us, succubus, incubus. I've already talked about them. They can also interact with us in our dreams. I made a video about this previously. I'll put a link in the comment section below. Basically, they can fight us in our dreams. Like those slow motion fights where your punches are like really slow and they're super weak. Yeah, you're fighting a demon or demons. They can verbally abuse you in your dream. They can call you names. They can say like you're weak. Yeah, they're tormenting you in the dream. They can take on the form of huge monsters in the dream and chase you around, causing you a lot of stress. So what they're actually doing is they're trying to implant thoughts into your subconscious, kind of like the movie Inception. That whole plot was based off of what God and the devil, the method that they use to implant thoughts in your subconscious. So they're trying to implant fear, anger, and sadness to affect your decisions that you make during your waking life to, again, misguide you, to take you away from God, and make bad decisions, essentially. All right, so types of demonic attacks. One of the most powerful ways that demons can attack us humans is through mental illness. Now, I want to make this very clear. Very, very clear. Not all mental illness are demonic attacks. There's very real science behind mental illnesses, but a telltale sign that it may be from a demonic attack is that if the person has tried therapy, counseling, traditional medicine, and still have made no progress, possibly it is a demonic attack. So yes, mental illnesses that are associated with demonic attacks may include, but are not limited to, epilepsy, depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, schizophrenia, and panic attacks. Panic attacks not really a chronic mental illness like some of the other ones, but it is a form of a demonic attack. It's biblical as well. I'm actually going to post a Bible verse real quick. Psalms. It's King David talking about having a panic attack. So that's pretty interesting. Yes. So magic and divination, tarot cards, fortune telling, astrology, all that stuff puts you at a high risk of developing a mental illness, because when you're practicing these things, you're opening up portals for these demons to come through, and some of them don't want to leave. and some of them, they want to hurt you. So yeah, like I said, tarot cards, guys, if you have tarot cards at home, throw that stuff out. I'm telling you, you're putting yourself at a high risk. You know, just stop, throw them out. You don't need that stuff. So when it comes to physical illnesses, again, most physical illnesses are probably not demonic attacks, but a telltale sign that it probably is that when one gets sick, there's no cause for it, there's no reason for it, and the biggest red flag is that no matter what you do in terms of traditional medicine, it cannot be cured. Okay, you hear about these stories about people mysteriously getting sick, the doctors don't know what it is, and then they pass away because there's no cure. Yeah, possibly, probably a demonic attack and or curse. So let's take a look here. Yes, physical illnesses may include, but are not limited to, chronic headaches, insomnia, infertility. So when it comes to infertility, what's happening is that sometimes demons fall in love. You know, demons gotta love too, right? So when they fall in love with people, they will on purpose sabotage them, their sexual organs, so they cannot have babies, because they don't want the person that they're in love with to have children with another, with a human, because they're jealous. Absolutely wild stuff, I know. Miscarriages. Yeah, so sad, super dark. So there's actually a demon named Abizu. Abizu? That's what she looks like. She looks like Medusa. She's a woman, like a very ugly, scary looking woman with snake hair, all that stuff. So what she does is, because she's infertile herself, she cannot have demon babies, she comes at night and kills unborn children inside of their mother. Very, very grotesque stuff, very sad stuff. So, yeah. So, what other sorts of ways can demons attack humans? Well, they can attack us by damaging our property. So, they can break windows. They can even burn down a house. So, if a house burns down and there's no particular reason for it, that was a demon that burned down that house. They can stir up drama between people. So, they can cause someone to have jealous thoughts for like a coworker or even just a random person. And then, you know, they start fighting, and that could possibly lead to a tragic outcome. So careful with that one. Accidents, you know, car accidents, falling. I already touched on this earlier. Sleep paralysis. Yeah, so again, they can attack you while you're sleeping, while you're dreaming. You wake up, you can't move. You see a shadow figure standing over you, possibly even choking you. Yeah, super scary, super terrifying stuff. All right, I want to be serious for a moment here, guys. The more we sin, the further away we are from God. And that means the less guidance He can give us and the less protection we receive from His angels. Okay, this is serious stuff. All right, a righteous life, a life without sin, is a happy life. A happy, yes, is a long and happy life. Okay, a study was done a few years ago where they asked all these people who are centenarians, meaning that they lived over 100 years, at least over 100 years, and almost all of them had some sort of belief in God, okay? The wages of sin equals death, but having a relationship with God gives you more life, all right? This isn't made up. This is absolutely 100% a real thing. What you gotta do is you gotta think of God as your Father. Okay, He will let you live with Him spiritually and protect you from evil, but only if you keep His house rules, aka commandments. All right. Now, we can sin every once in a while. We're not perfect. He knows that. But if we do it constantly and willingly, then eventually He gets fed up and kicks us out to the streets where we have to fend for ourselves against Satan and his demons. And well, yeah, that's not good. Not a good situation to be in. All right, hot topic here, demonic possession. What is it? So, a demonic possession is when your soul is intertwined with a demon, okay? And usually the person has no clue. that they're demonically possessed, they will convince themselves that they are happy when in fact they're actually being consumed from the inside, literally being consumed by demons. Their soul being consumed by demons from the inside. Yeah, the person will be oblivious to the fact that their evil thoughts, bad thoughts do not belong to them and are actually suggestions from demons. So yes, a person can have multiple demons. This is known as a legion. There's actually a Bible verse I'm gonna put up real quick, Luke 8:30, where Jesus was casting out a legion of demons from a person. So yeah, crazy stuff. You can literally have an infestation of demons inside of you. So what are the symptoms of demonic possession? So if this person hates anything to do with God, that's a symptom. So, because demons, they hate God. That's a fact, right? The mere utterance of Bible and Quran verses burns them, right? They hate it. They start screaming, yelling, right? So when someone brings up God to this individual, they will shut that conversation real quick. They might start yelling. They might even get violent with you. All right, symptom number 2 that someone is demonically possessed. This person will be quick to anger and sadness. And I'm not talking like, every once in a while someone, you get pissed off. No, I'm talking this person explodes multiple times a day, screaming to the top of their lungs over nothing. Or the person cries multiple times a day, again, over nothing. So this person is being tormented by demons. Pray for this person. Pray for this person. All right, physical symptom number 3 of demonic possession. This person will push away those that love them. So whenever a person tries to be a light in their life, show them love, guide them, give them advice, they shut that stuff down. And then they continue their bad habits, their sinning, the things that are destroying them. They'll also, number 4, is they will dwell in the past a lot. So they're constantly just thinking about, ex relationships or this job that they used to have that they loved, or maybe a certain era of their life that they miss. So they're constantly in bitterness, unforgiveness, stuff like that. Number 5, tormented by thoughts of suicide and or murder. This is a very concerning one. This is more advanced level of possession. It's very sad. These people are being tormented, and you gotta pray for these people. These demons, Satan, he wants to kill us. He wants us dead. So we gotta educate yourselves and build that faith with God. So you can protect us from things like this that happen to us. All right, symptoms of possession while asleep. Frightening nightmares every night. So every once in a while having a nightmare, whatever, it happens. But if you're having nightmares every single night and they're frightening ones, chances are that this person is either being targeted with a curse or a hex from a witch, or they are possessed. Insomnia, being too afraid to sleep because of the nightmares, and or you feel a presence, like a dark presence in the room with you at night. That's also a sign. Number 3, waking up with bruises and or bloody scratches. So, all right, so symptoms of a full-on possession. All right, like I stated earlier, these are really rare, but they do happen. So we have to be aware of these. Number 1, speaking in ancient language. So if a person is speaking Latin, ancient Greek, Hebrew, ancient Hebrew, that's really, really strange and probably a sign they are possessed. Superhuman strength. If the 120-pound woman is, fighting off 3 huge men, that's crazy, and that's demonic strength. Voice changes. You're watching the movies where the person they start talking like this weird voice. Yeah, that's another sign. Ultra aggressive. When someone's demonically possessed, they'll be very angry. They'll be very mean. They'll say very mean things. You guys have seen The Exorcist. You know exactly how these demons talk to people. Violent. They can murder people. Like when someone's possessed, they're very dangerous. They might murder you, hurt you. They might kill themselves, right? Again, like I said, very rare. Usually a person has committed suicide before it gets to this point. And it takes a very powerful demon and a very spiritually weak person for it to get to this point. And also, it takes a long time, okay? Like, a demonic possession is not something that, you'll be walking down the street, all of a sudden you're possessed. No, it doesn't work that way. Usually, for it to get to this point, it takes minimum a few months, maybe even a few years of that person being, slowly having their soul covered in darkness and being possessed completely by the demons. So yeah, very scary stuff, guys. Very scary. All right, so you might be asking, Carlos, what causes demonic attacks? All right, well, I'm gonna answer that for you. Number one, no/weak relationship with God. So God can't protect you if you don't have an active relationship with him. Yeah. Number two, sinning. So sinning does two things. Number one, it takes you further from God, so he can't protect you. And it also invites demons into your life to torment you. So yeah, sinning is bad, obviously. All right, reason number three for things that cause demonic attacks. Sex with people that have demons. Okay? What is sex? Sex is sacred energy exchange. When you have sex with someone, you're literally exchanging energy with them and also developing a soul tie. And along with the exchange of energy, you're exchanging demons. Okay? So you have to be really, really, really careful who you have sex with, because whatever demons that person is battling, rest assured, they will now have access to you and will be trying to torment you. So yeah, be very careful. Reason number four for what causes demonic attacks: witchcraft and or curse. All right, so someone may have put a curse on you, and the demons are doing what was commanded to them. Okay, so I actually have a story. I was once watching this ex-Satanist talk about how he was a part of a Satan coven, like a cult or whatever, black magic, and they were conjuring up a very powerful demon named Astaroth to hurt or scare this Christian lady that lived down the street because she was onto them about their little black magic operation going on. And so they summoned the demon Astaroth, and he left. 5 minutes later he comes back. He's angry, he's pissed. He's like, "Never again send me to attack a Christian." And then from that moment, this ex-Satanist, he was like, wow, he was fully convinced of the power of God. So yeah, crazy stuff. All right, reason number five for what could cause a demonic attack: taking part in pagan practices. So this includes divination, fortune telling, tarot cards, Ouija board. So yeah, taking part in these things is a major sin. This is considered polytheism, right? Because you're essentially insulting God to his face. You're letting him know, hey, I don't fully trust you. I want to get information from demons so I can have a leg up in life, so I can know what to do. So yeah, major sin. Do not do this. This is extremely dangerous. This puts you at a high risk to be attacked, like full on attack. Like there's been reports of people losing their minds and ended up in the hospital. I think last year there was, in Colombia, there was like 28 girls that were messing around with the Ouija board. All 28 of them went to the hospital with a huge like anxiety attacks or whatever. Like crazy stuff. This happens all the time. No one ever talks about it. Be very. All right, this is a long list, I know. Reason number six of what causes demonic attacks: evil eye. Evil eye. So if you don't know what evil eye is, it's essentially when a person looks at another person with an eye of jealousy or envy, whether or not they know it knowingly. They're conjuring up Leviathan, who's one of the 7 princes of hell, and he sends over demons to that person to attack them, right? So So sometimes it might be something small, like the person will trip or whatever, no big deal. Sometimes it might be something serious, like a car accident. So yeah, be very careful not to give it the evil eye. Be very cautious, because you could possibly potentially hurt that person unknowingly. All right, so the science of demons. Okay, so God, what is God? What is he? What's going on? So God is love. Love is high vibration. It's the highest vibration, right? Light is super high frequency vibration, all that stuff, right? So people with high vibration, they emanate love. They are literally glowing, right? You can almost see the light coming off of them, right? People who have good vibes, right? They have that energy that just makes you feel good. You're attracted to them, right? High vibes, God's vibration. Yeah, so demons, they look at these people and they get angry. It's like, oh man, because they can't jump in. A person with high vibes, they're constantly surrounded by a frequency, energy, right? And it's just pulsating at such a high frequency, but they can't just hop in, right? They have a really hard time, because they're just gonna bounce out. Like, look at this. I actually I pulled some Picasso skills here, so I hope you enjoy my art. So as you can see here, I don't know if the camera can catch this, but this is a person with high vibes. You see the lines. You see how closely knit they are, right? Here's a demon. He's angry. He's pissed. He's like, oh man, I really wanted to get this person, this righteous person. Oh, that he tried to jump and he bounced off. He's like, whoop, boop. That's exactly how it is, guys. When they jump in, when they succeed, that's when the bad thoughts come in. The righteous people, they don't really get too many bad thoughts, right? Because they have a high vibration, and it keeps away the demons. All right. So what is hate? What is sadness? Well, that is low vibrational. Okay, it's darkness. It's lack of light, right? So people with low vibrations, they function at a very low frequency, right? You could literally, when you see these people, you could literally see the darkness surrounding them. You could almost literally see the demons flying over them. Like, it's really, bad vibes, right? That's what it is. And yeah, so they're magnets for demons to jump in. Like, when a demon sees these people, they're like, oh, I'm gonna get in there. Again, my Picasso art here, Jean-Michel Basquiat, right here. The demon, I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna actually put this a little bit closer so y'all can see my artistry here, right? So as you can see here, the demon is happy. He's smiling because he was able to successfully jump in to this low vibrational person that's having a really bad day, and this person's very sad because the demon is tormenting them successfully. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed my art piece there. I do take commissions. Okay, so DM me on Instagram, and you can have that on your wall right there. So I want to briefly touch on music and movies. I'm actually going to make a full video on this subject because it's a huge rabbit hole. Very interesting. So this is the reason why almost all movies and music is low vibrational. I'm talking about mainstream. Because what they're doing is they're pushing fear, greed, lust, pride, because Satan is trying to get you in a low vibrational state so he can send his demons to attack you and create chaos in your life. So, by the way, guys, if you made it this far, please like the video and share it to family and friends. I'm really trying to grow this channel and, impart my knowledge with you guys and help people. So click the like, subscribe. Thanks a lot. So anyways, yeah, how do you protect yourself from all this stuff, demonic attacks? Well, number one, active faith in God. Pray daily. If you do sin, repent. And read the Holy Scriptures. So if you're Christian, read the Bible. If you're Muslim, read the Quran. All that jazz. So, number two, don't sin. Right? Easy enough, right? Well, it's pretty hard. We are all human. So we're not perfect. We're gonna sin every once in a while. But the thing that matters is when you do sin, you gotta pray, you gotta repent, apologize to God, renounce what you did, and this is the key. You gotta actively try to do better. Okay? Don't just sin and be like, oh, my bad, God. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to actually like put in the work to like try not to do whatever sin is, you know, your weakness, right? And then number 3, actively filter out ungodly music, movies, and media. So again, I'm gonna make a full video on this because this is a wild subject. Yeah, but anyways, stronger faith equals more protection. The tighter you are with God, the more angels he's going to send to protect you. All right, number 4 things that you can do to protect yourself is remove all things that are ungodly from your home. So this may include occult books, so books about, you know, witchcraft, astrology, other stuff like demons, a book about demons. You know, those attract, those open portals for demons to come into your home. Ouija boards, toss that. Tarot cards, definitely, no, toss that, burn it. Yeah, get that out of there, man. You don't need that stuff. Dream catchers, yeah, none of that here. So I want to touch on a few holy scriptures that talk about demons. So Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 12. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces. We're not fighting against flesh and blood. We're not fighting against each other. We're fighting against demons. Quran 7:27. For we have made devils allies to those who do not believe. If you don't believe, demons are coming after you. Matthew chapter 8, verse 31. Demons beg Jesus, drive us out to the pigs. If you drive us out to the pigs. So not only can they possess humans, they can also possess animals, right? So yeah, crazy stuff. If you guys have seen the movie The Matrix, that's basically what we live in. We live in the Matrix, but the Matrix is actually Satan's kingdom, all right? So just like the agents can jump into people in the Matrix and kind of like take them over, demons can do the same thing. They jump into people all the time. Whenever you see people randomly freak out or just like act as rambunctious, that's a demon that jumped into that person, okay? They can make them do things and impede us, you know, righteous people, good people, from doing God's will on earth, or just, you know, make our lives miserable, right? Because demons don't like good people. Satan hates us. So yeah, it's our job to awaken ourselves, just like Neo in the Matrix, from this Matrix that we're living in, and spread the message of truth to save more people and bring more souls to paradise. Because we're all in this together, guys. You know what I'm saying? And every single day you step outside the door, your soul's at stake. Never forget that. This is serious stuff. All right, God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. All right, see you later.